Hello YouTubers. That battery tray was pretty rusty, as we noticed last time. So I quickly just bought a battery tray before searching and resourcing and all that studying and stuff we have to do. So I bought the battery tray, and then after resourcing I looked at Firebird Central, and they showed me a kit for the battery tray, which I bought. And the quality, this one, these corners, this knockout, it's been filed, it's been painted nice, it's been trimmed, there's no burrs on it. I don't want to show you the bad one because I can't really remember where or who I bought it off the internet. It looks the same as this, but it's just not the same quality. Like I said, like this corner is pinched in the mold, and it's made in Taiwan, which is different from this one, I suppose. Anyway, this one's just obviously better. And it comes with, that's the nut that goes on the end of this threaded rod to hold all that down. And then this is some kind of plastic coated to keep it from rusting. And there's the bolts that replace the tray because the tray bolts are rusty. And a nice pad. Now the pad will need to be trimmed down. It's a little oversized. But it's nice. They offered it, around $80. This is 2023 fall. So let's put it in. Okay, YouTubers, update. Because we all want quality in our builds, our muscle cars, collector cars, whatever. Look at the quality. Look at that hole. Look at that corner. Look at that corner. Look at that hole. That shiny spot is burr. It needs drilled out. It needs cared for. It needs finished. Focus, camera. So yeah, all that is burr. Like I say, these corners compared to this corner, it's beautiful. This corner down here, don't want to skip that tag. So yeah, this corner pinched in some kind of way. This corner looks real nice. This is nice and smooth. It has been deburred. They're both nicely painted, but you see that hole right there. It hasn't been deburred. It's got metal hanging out everywhere, all around that cutout there. So on both sides, I mean, it's just awful condition. Sharp edges on everything. That definitely needs filed down. That hole right there. So yeah, the whole point of me making this video is poor Classic Industries. They got all the parts, everything's readily available, and that's who I bought this one from. And there's the price and everything. And like I say, that's just the tray. Just the tray was $19.99. Shipping is $11, and yeah, total was $32. And that's from Classic Industries for a 70 to 81 battery tray. And now for my Firebird Central, that's the one that sent all this kit, BAT 2002 KA 77 to 81, $70. But it comes with mat tray, hold down clamp on the top, the tray itself, battery hold down, the long hook bolt, the tray nut and washer for hold down, and the tray bolt set. The nut and washer item 2005A is this 2005A. That nut and washer is for the top of that J hook there, so that'll come up here and just fasten that down. What I did have problems with this Firebird Central was that they sent these 4 bolts, battery tray mounting bolt set. Well, my car, I added these 2 nuts. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, YouTubers, Trans Am people. This hole in the fender there is just like the hole that these line up to. They're perhaps under the tray right now. Yeah, right back there. Well, there's no J bolt or J nut or whatever that would fit in there, and so I got the nuts to go in there, and I couldn't get this hole right here. I couldn't get it out, so I had to use a special tool to get that one out, to get this old tray out. But I got it loose and it's coming out, so let's put the new one in. In old versus new, strictly speaking, quality is the same rounded corners, old versus new, and all the way down. This one's rusty, of course. So yeah, old versus new, it's got identical, you know. So good job, Firebird Central. Yeah, you're my new #1 list. Sorry, Classic Industries. So back on the bolts for a little bit. That rusty one's got kind of a washer built into it, so these 2 with washers built into it, I suppose replace that one. And the nut, remember I went to the hardware store to get the nut. The bolt came with the kit, but these bolts have those nuts on them, flange nuts. So this one has the flange nut, and should, I suppose, work just fine, but I don't know if it's an OEM. Someone please comment. Maybe look at your own battery tray through the fender well, see if there's nuts on there, and just tell me if it's original equipment to have a nut, a backing nut on this battery tray bolt. Alright, YouTubers, the battery tray is finished. In doing so, I found the battery cables are just totally wrong. Those crimp on the bolt holding the copper to the connector, those are so cheap. That's kind of cool, the jumper thing there. But this one may be stock, but it's black. Red terminal. Anyway, I'm going to replace both of these probably with the correct ones. And anyway, let's focus on battery tray. That's why we're here. So all done, except I need to point out 2 possible discrepancies. One is that stud too long. It's below the, you know, this right here, so I don't think it'll hit the hood. It's below, or at least right up to this. It's too high. Anyway, no battery needs to be that high, so I'm gonna cut this down. I really hate to do it too low in case the next battery is a little taller. I don't know how OEM correct these sizes are. And I say that because this little catch, this little angle right here is, it didn't catch. When I first installed it, it was 3/4 of an inch back. Where it goes in that hole right there, I bent it out in all sorts of different ways, and now that's how it looks. Instead of square by any means, It's catching, but I wouldn't say it's tight, race car tight, you know. So it's two little discrepancies in that this may be the wrong size battery. It is back all the way or forward all the way to the headlights so that it would have caught. But anyway, I adjusted it out and made it work, and I think it looks good for its purpose. I do also think these handles, how nice they are to install and even to uninstall, but after they're installed, I think they're supposed to be cut off. I wish it could be folded up out of the way, just be gone with it, you know, so that it looks a little more original. So that concludes the battery tray install from Firebird Central. Thank you, Firebird Central. Good job.